everyone. Welcome back to the Sarai Show. So, I have to tell you this story because we were just so stressed out about this. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and my family, or my family and me, but it all worked out in the best way possible. My Japanese sister in law just got her green card today. So thrilled, beyond happy for her and for all of us. And she didn't even have to do an interview. Like, I thought everybody had to, but she didn't. We were honestly so scared that if she didn't get approved by March, everything would slow down even more and she'd be stuck waiting for who knows how long. God, that just sounds like a nightmare. But she made it just in time. The timing seriously could not have been better. And the craziest part, these letters of support actually work. I wrote one of her letters, and her attorney told her that the letters that we gave her as a family were so convincing that the USCIS just didn't even need to do an interview. And that's pretty wild, right? Now, I do want to break down exactly what happened, how I decided to write her letter. It was handwritten, and what's going on with green card processing right now, because trust me, things are about to get messy. All right, so a lot of you know that getting a green card is usually not easy. It is very stressful. There's a whole process. You have to file a petition, submit tons of paperwork, go to biometrics, and then you have to do the interview that everybody just fears, right? It's very intimidating. It's more like an interrogation where they basically just interrogate you about your relationship. And if anything looks off, they can delay your case for months, or they can even deny it. And that was our biggest fear, that she'd get stuck in limbo, especially since we knew that by March things were going to slow down. We were kind of freaking out. But apparently, in some cases, if USCIS has enough evidence, they can just waive the interview. And that's exactly what you want to do. It's rare, but it happens. And thank God it happened for her. She was very nervous. So, what I did when it came time to write her letter, I sat down and wrote a really detailed letter about her relationship with my brother, my relationship with her. uh it had a lot of details. I made sure they felt the story, not just like a basic generic, oh, they're married, here's a lease. No, I included everything: how they met, what they've been through, how they built a life together. I even put in small details like the little habits they have as a couple and how they've supported each other through big life moments. I also gathered so much proof: photos, texts, travel records, joint bank accounts, everything. And I take a lot of pictures. I like to document everything. The lawyer told her that this was one of the strongest applications he has ever submitted. And that's an honor to hear. And I really think that that's why USCIS was like, okay, we're good. No interview needed. Whew. Now, we are thrilled for her. Well, she made it just in time. A lot of people aren't going to be as lucky because green card processing, it's already slow, but it is going to slow down even more. And it's just getting worse. I was looking at the March 2025 visa bulletin, and some categories are straight up moving backward. It's called retrogression. And basically, it means people who thought they were next in line, so they had like priority, they were next in line basically, now have to wait even longer. It's insane. And it's not just family based visas, it's employment based visas, green cards. Everybody's kind of getting hit. There's just like fewer available this year, which means even longer wait times for people who were hoping to get through soon. Oh, and let's not forget, immigration policies are shifting again. The new administration is already making changes that could make it even harder to get a green card. People are talking about stricter requirements. Uh, and honestly, nobody knows yet how bad it's going to get. We just know it's going to get bad because let's face it, anything related to immigration and this administration, bad. That's why I keep saying if you're in the process, get your paperwork in ASAP before they roll out more changes. So if you or someone you know is applying for a green card, here's what I have learned from my sister in law's case. We were very involved, and hopefully, it might actually help you as well. Okay, so one of the biggest things is just be ridiculously detailed. Ridiculously detailed. Don't just summarize, tell a story. USCIS officers don't know you, so make them feel like they do. Back it up with receipts, photos, like I said before, joint bank accounts, texts, letters from friends. The more proof, the better. But don't make your proof over the top. Like, make sure you include tags that are like, oh, I'm picking up milk and eggs. Stay on top of USCIS updates. They change the rules all the time. And if you miss something, you could be waiting way longer than you expected. Be patient, but also aggressive somehow. Processing times are unpredictable, so keep checking your case and, of course, follow up if things seem stuck. Also, I really want to talk about backlogs because seriously, this is wild. People from some countries like India and China are waiting decades for a green card because of these outdated per country limits. It's honestly so unfair. But I did learn that there are alternative options for some people. If you've got specialized skills, you might qualify for it's called an EB2 national interest waiver, which lets you self petition without an employer. That could be a game changer if you're eligible. Anyways, I just had to share this because it's still I'm kind of shocked that my sister in law didn't have to do an interview. Like, that almost never happens, is what I keep hearing. I don't know. And the fact that she got approved just in time before March hit, that was basically our prayers being answered. That was honestly such a relief. But if you're in this process or you know someone who is, please tell them to get their paperwork in now because the delays are real. All right, well, that's all I've got for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.